Welcome to our new episode, The Struggle for Empire. Why did everyone want to control Hormuz? Throughout human history, there have been places whose importance was never determined by their size. Sometimes, a small fortress changed the future of an empire. Sometimes, a river determined the outcome of a war. And sometimes, a narrow waterway controlled the trade of the entire world. The Strait of Hormuz was exactly such a place. Today, we know it as a vital route for oil and energy supplies. But centuries ago, when oil had no economic value, Hormuz was already one of the world's most valuable trade routes. Why? Because this was where East and West came together. There was a time when Europeans desperately desired the spices, silk, pearls, perfumes, precious stones, and fine fabrics of India, China, and Southeast Asia. There were no airplanes in those days. The Suez Canal had not yet been built. The sea was the world's most reliable highway. Ships entering the Persian Gulf from the Indian Ocean had to pass through or near the Hormuz region. In other words, whoever controlled this route was not simply controlling a port. Whoever controlled this route was not simply controlling a port. They were controlling an entire economic flow. The ancient Persian empires understood this very well. Persian rulers knew that trade meant wealth. Persian wealth meant power. So they began developing secure sea routes, ports, and trading centers throughout the Gulf region. At the same time, the coastal peoples of the Arabian Peninsula became highly skilled seafarers. They learned to navigate using the seasonal winds and traveled thousands of kilometers across the Indian Ocean. Sailors from Oman, Yemen, and the Gulf traded across India, East Africa, and Southeast Asia. Their ships carried dates, pearls, horses, and frankincense. And they returned with spices, cotton, silk, and many other valuable goods. But a new chapter in history began near the end of the 15th century.
In 1498, Portuguese explorer Vasco da Gama reached India by sailing around the southern tip of Africa.
This discovery was a turning point for Europe. European powers realized that controlling Indian Ocean sea routes meant enormous wealth. The Portuguese did not come simply to trade. They came to establish dominance over the seas.
In 1507, Portuguese forces captured Hormuz. This was more than just a military campaign. It was part of a larger strategy to control global trade.
They built a powerful fortress on the island. Even today, its ruins stand as silent witnesses to that history.
From there, the Portuguese monitored ships entering the Persian Gulf, collected taxes, and expanded their trade.
But no empire lasts forever. Resistance to Portuguese rule grew among local rulers and the Persian Empire.
Eventually, in 1622, Abbas I of Persia, with the assistance of the English, expelled the Portuguese from Hormuz.
This event did more than change control of an island. It also shifted the balance of power across the Indian Ocean. After that, British influence gradually began to grow. The British East India Company first arrived for trade, but gradually expanded its influence across the Gulf. By the 9th and 10th century, the British Royal Navy had become the dominant maritime power in the region. Their goal was clear: to maintain secure communication with India. Because at that time, India was the most valuable part of the British Empire. And Hormuz was one of the most important gateways along that route. But the history of this region is not only a story of wars. It is also a story of people. The ports of Hormuz once echoed with many languages: Persian merchants, Arab sailors, and Indian traders. Ships arriving from the coast of Africa. Goods coming from distant regions of China. Together, they transformed the region into a vast crossroads of culture, language, and commerce. The sea did not carry only goods. It also carried knowledge, technology, religion, art, and the exchange of civilizations. But then, the world began to change. In the early 20th century, the world began to realize the importance of a new resource. That resource was oil. Cars, ships, airplanes, power plants, and industries gradually became dependent on oil. And that was when the importance of Hormuz reached an entirely new level. The same waterway that once carried spices and silk was now carrying one of the world's most valuable sources of energy. And from that moment, Hormuz was no longer simply a part of history. It became a central point of the modern world's economy, security, and geopolitics. Even today, major global powers deploy naval forces in this region. Because they understand one simple truth. The security of this vital energy route is not just one country's concern. It is a question that affects the entire global economy. But Hormuz's greatest transformation was still to come.
It began with the discovery of vast reserves of oil hidden beneath the deserts of the Middle East.
And that discovery would permanently reshape the Middle East and the global map of power.
If you enjoyed this documentary series, subscribe to Deep World Documentary for more fascinating stories about history, geography, and science.
Discover the hidden forces that shape our world.
Have thoughts or questions about the Strait of Hormuz? Share them in the comments below. Your comments and suggestions help us create better documentaries.